So we're continuing our veteran-owned business series. I'm with Wes Stowers from Stowers Cat. Wes, can you tell us about yourself, please?
My father and his two brothers, Bud, Dick, and Harry Stowers, all three veterans, started Stowers Machinery in 1960. I grew up in Chattanooga. Dad ran the Chattanooga operation and moved there when I was in first grade and finished high school there. I went to the Air Force Academy and then served 12 years on active duty and 10 more in the reserves. But we moved back to Knoxville in 1988 when I joined the company and brought my wife Liz and our two daughters, Lisa and Rachel, and we've been back here in Knoxville ever since.
What was the transition like from, being a fighter pilot to coming back to your family-owned business? How did you get through that, and what was that like?
Well, growing up in high school, Dad wouldn't give me an allowance. He gave me a job. And I had a wonderful father. We had a great relationship. And so I'd been in the business as a child and worked in the company in high school and during breaks. 19 years I got to spend working with him were wonderful. The pace was different, but if I'd have stayed in the Air Force, I was looking at a gray steel desk for my next assignment when I made major. But it was a transition, but a good one.
What's it like, in an F-4 or whatever fighter jet, streaking across the sky and pulling all these G's on maneuvers? That's just got to be an incredible experience.
Well, I loved every bit of it. It's something I wanted to do when I was a child, and was fortunate to be able to live that dream. Of course, the F-4 is pretty antiquated by today's standards, but it was a Mach 2 fighter and multi-role. You had it was both an air-to-air aircraft, very capable. We did a lot of air-to-ground, and later on I was in the Wild Weasel unit where we were training to take out missile sites.
The business now is much different than when you started back here. Can you tell us about the growth of Stowers Cat, please?
We're involved in a lot more parts of the construction industry than just heavy construction, grading, and mining. That includes building construction and also electric power generation. Change is part of the human condition, but our biggest success and our growth has been our workforce. We've got some of the finest people in this industry anywhere in the country, and we've grown from about 200, actually 180 employees to today over 420. Right here in this facility, this is our rental operation. We got into that in 1998, and it's grown to become one of the most important parts of our business today.
You all rent equipment, and also you do sales and service. What is the gamut of folks that work here, as far as you have salespeople, diesel mechanics, and everything in between, I assume?
Obviously, we sell equipment, we rent equipment, but we have to support that equipment. And what sets us apart from our competitors is our ability to take care of the product when it's out in the field. 2/3 of our employees are in service or in parts, and in some cases that's a 24-hour operation, and it requires some extremely capable people who are very motivated, very talented, and to me it's very humbling to walk through our shops and you can see the caliber of men and women we have working here.
What do you think from your career in the military have you brought to this business and has helped you become so successful?
I don't know if I brought it here. My Uncle Bud was a combat Marine World War II. Uncle Dick was in the Navy. My father was in the Air Force, and I think they learned to take care of their people. That's what I certainly learned on active duty. It's not about me, it's about we. And if you have people who are committed to what they're doing within your company, you got to take good care of them and make sure that they're treated fairly and it's a good place to work. Then they'll take care of your customers and the rest comes around. And the best commanders I ever had took good care of us, and hence we were able to get our mission done.
I'd like to thank you for everything, Wes. Thank you for your service to our country, for building such a successful business that has given so many people great careers. Also, you've given so much back to this community.
Knox County and East Tennessee have been wonderful for our family. It's been a great place to raise our children. Both of them are still here in Knoxville. My daughter, Lisa, will be has taken over the leadership of Stowers Machinery as I fade into the sunset. But she and our daughter Rachel are here with her 5 grandchildren, and we're very blessed to be in this part of the country and very blessed to be part of this industry.
Also, you've given so much back to this community. You're chairman of the board of the Knoxville Chamber, as well as also all the other philanthropic and charitable efforts that your family's involved in. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor. Pleasure being here this morning.